Hello everyone and welcome to the Edain mod. Today we're not playing a battle, instead I'm going to be showing you, as the thumbnail and the title should hopefully suggest, the biggest exploit of the Edain mod that I have personally found. So I'm going to be testing this out on the Iron Hills, and to do this, step 1, be Gondor. Only Gondor can do this, no other faction can do this. But this is by far one of the stupidly funny exploit I've ever seen. I don't know why. When I select here, it sends me to here though. That's just stupid. But anyway, first step, we need to make a barracks. Second step, we need to get some economy. Well, we don't really need economy because we're not going to be going into the long haul for this. This is just a nice quick showing of this particular exploit. So first step, build a barracks. Second step, go to a settlement and build a signal fire. Step 3, once that barracks has been completed,
The barracks is ready.
make Beregond. You can do this all for the cheap price of starting with 2k. Yes, you have no resources to start with, but any other settlements or layers you can destroy, it's fine. You don't have to get Beregond straight away. I'm just getting Beregond now just so I can get to showing off this exploit straight away. So for those that don't know, the signal fire, or what it's now made into, it doesn't generate units after every certain amount of time. It instead creates errand riders every 75 seconds. But once the first one's made, an entity springs up, a banner carrier on a horse, basically.
Find your courage.
And that one guy eventually accrues more points the longer he is there. He uses a similar system look to the, as you can see here, yeah. So this is the first point.
Don't let those spiders near us.
So what the purpose of having Beregond is, we're going to have him level up first. We can one-shot a spider, which is good. So have those Gondor soldiers back him up. So you can see we can have up to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have up to 12 errand riders all at once. And for each amount of errand riders, we can recruit a certain number of troops from the fiefdoms. We've got swordsmen that are good against low armoured troops. We've got damage dealing units that deal damage best to structures. That was terrible. Pikemen, which are actually better than even some late tier pikemen because of their abilities, and then also some archers, which are nah.
Keep them at bay.
They're best at dealing with other ranged units, basically, which isn't that special.
Hold them off.
So, why Beregond? Why this hero? What makes this hero so special?
Arrows will fly true.
Well, it's because of one of his abilities, and we'll get into that shortly. So his first ability isn't anything too special. He summons some of his brothers in arms to a building, which are basically your heroic tier units, the guards of the citadel. Summons 6 of them to any building, and later you can make it to any hero on the map with his guardian of the third company.
My skill will be seen by all.
But then, his second ability, Hold Ground, fallen members of allied troops nearby a selected building will be regenerated for 30 seconds. And that sounds really good. The best thing about this though, and this is where the exploit comes in, because that ability works in a fashion that is now older than the current Edain well system. If you don't know, currently with wells in Edain, you can they heal units over time, and you can select it to actually recover troops. So this ability here is actually stronger than building a well. However, the Edain team didn't think, or they did, or this is just an exploit that they, or something they actually let slide. I'm just going to recruit some troops, as you can see. 2 knights disappear into nothingness, and then after a time you can see it takes about 10 seconds to go through that, and then another 10 seconds for them to come out. So about, actually no, that's about, yeah, So it takes about 20 seconds for each of these swordsmen to appear
We must hold them off.
after being summoned. So it takes about 40 seconds in total to summon these. And you might think, okay, so we have to wait 150 seconds to get 2 Errand Riders to get these guys, and that makes it about 3.5 minutes. It takes 3.5 minutes to make these 2 troops, which is great. They're free. You don't have to pay any actual money. All you have to do is spend time. And yeah, as I mentioned here, now the only way for wells to heal troops, to regain troops back, is to, for a limited time, ally units near the well replenish fallen soldiers. Great. But Beregond breaks through that rule. And we're about to show that now.
Swiftly.
So if Beregond will quickly move over here for me. So currently at 2 Errand Riders, right? And that goes up every 75 seconds. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to spend 8 now. Got 1 more. And there we go. That was a total... That was a lot of things we just got. And these troops all come out level 2 as well. When you pay for the... pay for this. And yeah. This is so super strong. And the thing is... Not only doing this makes... your ability to get troops quicker...
They will feel
But
the sting of my arrows.
it's for 30 seconds, and it comes back really quickly. Obviously, you can't get more troops right now because you have command points, but yeah,
arrows
basically,
will
with
fly true.
Beregond, you can continually use hold ground, and the reason I think this happens is because this is the theory. This is just a theory. Because the Errand Rider is in the same design as a ordinary troop. Its number, its battalion size, is 12. But it starts at only 1. And it's an invisible number that constantly increases every 75 seconds. Which we know, because that's what it says. But then, what Beregond does,
Find your
and I
courage.
imagine this would do the same with the glorious banner that you can get with the custom creator here. I will imagine actually wanting to test that out.
My
But you can
arrows
see,
will fly
the
true.
number here is constantly increasing at a pretty rapid rate. And then once we get all these extra command points, troops coming out, takes 10 seconds. And these troops come out tier 2 as well, for going for the little bit extra. You know, you can also buff that even further with assistance in times of need, which is the faster route to get to. It's only 9 power points in total.
They will feel the sting of my arrows.
And yeah, Beregond, this ability comes back pretty quickly. I'd say it's every 2 minutes. Every 2 minutes you can summon a fat stack of units. And then you can do this on all of your signal fires from over and over again, as long as
Find your
Beregond
courage.
lives. Now, if you were to get Beregond killed and then bring him back, whole ground would then be off cooldown again. But it takes longer for him to do that, so don't try and kill him off to make it work. But yeah, gonna use whole ground again. And look at that, we're just accruing more Errand Riders constantly. I don't know if this kind of thing has been used in the past, or if any professionals know about this. But honestly, this is perhaps the biggest exploit in Edain mod history. I can't remember any other exploits like this. I honestly don't know if any other exploit like this actually exists. But I think if they did, they'd be patched by now. Yeah, this is definitely one of the funniest little exploits that's managed to crack through the seams. So I hope you all enjoyed looking at this this quite hilarious exploit. And the thing is, it's not actually a bad thing to do this either, because these units are really good. Yeah, I don't particularly like the archers, because their whole stick is they're good against other ranged units with terrible range. But the other units, damage against buildings, damage to lower tier units, damage to damage to monsters and cavalry in massive amounts, and take less damage from them. They're amazing. These units are amazing and I love them. But yeah, that's pretty much the exploits. Try it out for yourself. I'd say this is probably one of the easiest ways to challenge yourself, to try and face like one or two brutal AIs at the same time. And I actually encourage people to try this, because it's not that I don't want this to be patched. I do think this needs to be patched, because my god, this is stupidly busted. And I can't think of any other exploits in the game other than this. But yeah, the fact that this exists, it's so funny. Because before I came back to Edain mod a couple months ago, I didn't even use signal fires. And now they're one of the things I like to use the most when I'm not streaming. But yeah, that's all for today. I hope you've all enjoyed, as I've already said. And I'll see you all next time. Farewell.